Welcome to the Dirty Laundry Podcast, where we air our shit out.
I'm your host, Mr. Lady.
And I'm your host, DRIIPPY INK.
And this is our first episode.
This is our first episode, guys.
Well, for you, not for us. This is like our eighth attempt.
To you, yeah. My God.
Because it's
the
actually...
difficulty is, the schedules. Being an adult, it's just difficult.
Yeah, and also us being neurodivergent.
Yeah, I was going to say ADHD is fuck, so we just can't ever get shit right. We can't get timing right. And also, you know one thing I've noticed about you is you're like, one thing goes wrong, we're not doing it. We're not doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm like, well, it's just like, I have to be like, I'm such an artist in that like regard. It's like everything has to be perfect. Like the pH levels have to be perfect because otherwise I'm not inspired.
No.
It's like, oh, suddenly I don't want to live.
No, yeah.
So, yeah. But anyways, I wanted to quickly, we're trying to be as organized as possible this time around. But like, we wanted to do this, because I don't want to work a real job. So like, please help this take off, or otherwise I'll kill myself.
We're artists. We can't. No, I'm kidding. That sounds very bad. That's like, please feel bad for us.
No, it's not even feel bad for us, but it's just like, I've tried the whole real job thing. I have a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, you at least went to college.
Like I tried. You went to the military.
Well, I ate crowns, but
yeah.
I mean, you actually like got a diploma and stuff. Okay, or what do they call it? Degrees?
No, they call it diplomas.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, no, they call it. I was shocked too. I said diploma. I paid $40,000 for this. Don't call it a diploma. And they're like, no, it's called a diploma. I said, oh. Okay.
The same shit that you get handed to you after 4 years of doing nothing?
Yeah. No, whatever. No, but like, I just like, the main reason we wanted to start this is like, we've always had a lot of stories to share with people. And this is like, I'm talking like, think back, like we're older Gen Z. So like we basically were children during the Wild West of the internet. So like we saw like the fucking Vines, and then from Vine go to like Instagram starting, and then go to TikTok, and now where we're at now, like the beginnings of YouTube.
Like we weren't here for like dial up, but we came like right after. Yeah.
But like we've just had a lot of stories to share, and people have like since then, like the beginning of the internet, have been like, you guys should make like YouTube videos back in the day, or like now it's like podcasts. Like why don't you have a podcast to tell this stuff? And it's just because I don't know, because we're ADD and we're just like, yeah, we'll do it. Eventually,
yeah. Yeah. It's always, I will do that. Yeah. Or I'm going to do this. And then we set up to do something. Like I have every single art supply that you could ever possibly need. Because at one point I thought I was a candle maker. I'm not.
You changing your passion. It's like, today I make maps.
Yep. Today I actually, want to get my pilot's license like, all the time. I'm like, I would be a good flight attendant, but I'm like, no.
But you're blind. You're blind. You can't do that.
We can't say that. We can't say that.
Shit.
That's okay. That's what editing is for. Actually, I realized that I can't. If I ever wanted to be a flight attendant, it won't work for me, because if you have tattoos, it has something to do with tattoos. Something about like.
You tainted your blood?
No, blood has nothing to do with flying.
That's why I'm confused. Why can you have tattoos and fly?
No, yeah, actually, yeah, good point. Yeah, no, I don't know. I can't.
They probably looked at you and they're like, she'll believe anything. No, you can't be a tattoo. You have artist. Or no, you can't be. You can't be a pilot. You have tattoos.
I mean, I could never be a pilot because there's so many things wrong with me, and you have to be like pitch perfect to be a pilot, which I get. Yeah, please, I do.
And
not
why are things wrong with you?
That's not what the episode's about.
Is it because of your dead mom? It's because you were No, her mom's alive and well. She's my aunt.
Literally.
No, the reason that so much is wrong with you and with me is because you grew up in a cult.
It is. And that is a perfect segue right there.
Yeah, literally, I ate that. I actually ate that. I actually ate that shit real good.
Yeah, no. So we did grow up in a cult. Go ahead. How did you? So what was your experience?
Essentially, just quick thing. We live and grew up in the area where Jack Harlow's from, where
Jennifer Lawrence is from, and also Muhammad Ali. Yeah, I was gonna say Muhammad Ali. So, if we don't say that, we're gonna be fucking
Louisville,
choked.
Kentucky. That's all I'm gonna give you. That's the general area. So it's like the intro to the Bible Belt. So the kind of cult that we were part of was an evangelistic. What's it called? Evangelistic Pentecostal beliefs.
International church.
International. These evangelistic churches are always fucking huge for the most part. But like, it was weird because like we had a leader. We did not call the main pastor, like, we called them their name, but whenever they were like, you know, talking to the congregation, they'd be like, pray for our leader right now. There are some demons up in this right here, right now, laughing at us because you're not bringing on the heat. Negative kusaya.
I don't. Oh, that might be bleeped out. I don't know. I'll see in editing how I feel about that.
No, because literally that's what they would do.
No, and yeah, that's true. But that, my friend, is called blasphemy.
Okay, well,
I don't know if you know what that is.
As a faggot, no, I don't know what blasphemy is because it's just been my whole existence. So I've been told.
I never realized growing up how people would call her the leader.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the leader, because it was so normal to me. I was like, I grew up in it. Yeah, we have a leader.
Yeah, you were in it your whole life. Because so my dad and Drippy Ink's mom are brother and sister. Her mom was always a part of some other type of church in El Paso, Texas, and then she moved over here and then did this church. And then my dad and my mom were in it for a year, and then they fucking left because they said, because my mom was Catholic like all her life, and then jumped from Catholic, which is very like organized. You say the same shit every day, whatever. Like no standing up, no. Christ, touch me.
You guys like sing in unison.
Yeah, it's just like in Domine Patri, like all that shit. You guys, I'm not Catholic, but like she went from that to this bullshit. And then the first like service that she was taken to once my parents moved up here was the midnight one, which is when they would do liberations, which is called like where they release like dark spirits and demons, but they don't call it exorcisms, they're called liberations. And my mom was there, and everybody gets in a line and they pray for you. And then the pastor was like, basically like, no, I can hear you. You want to speak in tongues. And my mom's like, and then she was just like, Onam Shiba, Onam Shiba, Onam Shiba.
Wait, she faked it?
I don't know. She said no. I just sat there and I just said, and then she calmly walked to the little steps, because there's like a big stage, and then just kind of laid down and just like was traumatized.
I think they call that the altar.
The altar, yeah, going up to the fucking whatever.
To the altar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might be wrong, but
like they had weird beliefs like that, calling the pastor the leader. So like my mom was in it for a year, as well as with our other aunts and uncles, and then after that, like they started looking for another church to go to, because like in this church you can't cut your hair.
You can't,
as a woman.
As a woman, yeah. As a woman, you can't cut your hair. You can't wear like nail polish. You can't wear makeup. You can't have tattoos. You can't show your knees. God forbid you show your ankles.
Literally.
God forbid that your clothes are tight.
Literally. It's like, oh, I can see that it jiggles. I can see that it jiggles through your dress.
Yeah, mad.
Crazy.
Mad.
Yeah.
Mad, bruv.
Mad, bruv.
It was mad. It was just mad. It's chaos. It was, and I pushed those limits.
You did. The house down boots.
I was like, house down. Yeah, no, literally. I was like, oh, I'm not allowed to do this? Or does it say that in the Bible?
Then I literally won't where does it say that?
Oh no, so like God doesn't love me. Is that what it is? So God doesn't love me? And they'd be like,
yeah. Oh, is it because of your dead mom? Oh, God doesn't love me because you're dead. I'm gonna.
Is this a meme? Is that what is that? Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know. I just go to that because it's something fucked up to say to somebody.
It's because you're dead.
So now it's gonna be like, oh, it's because you grew up in a cold. Oh, it's because you grew up in a cold. No, a little cold pussy boy. Little cold boy pussy boy.
Oh, there was yeah, we'll get deep into it.
No, but like, anyways, after like a year, my mom left because she was like a girly girl. She like grew up in a city, so like she had her nails painted, makeup, like liked wearing all that stuff. She's a fucking like cosmetologist and has been one for 20 years. Like imagine a cosmetologist not dressing up. Oh, you can't shave as a woman. You can't shave.
Couldn't shave?
Not shaving is crazy.
No wonder my mom. I didn't get to shave my legs for the first time until I was a late bloomer, because I remember all of my friends were already shaving and like I still had like gorilla legs. No. And my friends would make fun of me for it, which like thank you, because that made me.
See, bullying works.
That made me beg my mother. Actually, I tried to do it behind my mom's back, and then she caught me, and then she was like, "¿Qué haces, niña? ¿Qué haces?" And no, like that's not of the Lord, and da 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 da. But I mean, I didn't think like I just thought it was because she didn't want me to grow up. I didn't think like it was our beliefs. I didn't know that we weren't allowed to shave.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to shave.
I was only allowed to shave up to my knee once I finally shaved. And you know what? Actually, your mother is the one that my mom told your mom the day that I asked her if I could start shaving my legs. And she told your mom in hopes that she would try to convince me to not do it. And your mom, I mean, her argument was, I mean, you know that once you start, you will never stop.
Yeah.
Like you will have to do it every single day. And I was like, yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that.
There you go. Yeah, because I don't want to like have like gorilla legs because women with body hair are gross. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Women with body, God forbid.
No, I'm joking.
God
It's just,
forbid.
the whole point of that being stupid is like this just goes to show how invasive these beliefs were. Like back in like the 90s and the early 2000s, like my parents said that like if the main pastor, the leader would walk into your house, like bitches would hide their TVs like with the fucking like those like old people like blankets that they put over like their fucking furniture. They would put it over the TV, and she would walk in and she'd be like, "I see everything," and they'd be like, "She fucking saw my TV. Oh my fucking god, she saw my TV."
What?
Literally.
Well, I mean, they do say that televisions and like mirrors and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like now we have, the internet, which is far worse than television.
No, yeah, I
in
agreed.
terms of access.
Agreed. Yeah. I mean, did you ever think like, what are the things that they're preaching today? Because this wasn't like, we're talking.
We've been out of the church since 2017.
16. 17? Did we go to youth service?
No, 2017 I turned whatever age, and that was the last year we went.
2017.
No. It was 2016. You're right.
Okay, I was going to
Because
say.
I turned 18 years old that year.
18, yeah, and then I remember I signed my life away at 17.
Yeah.
So, because like that, see, that was I was already starting to like break away. So 2016. The main years
9 years.
9 years ago?
9 years ago.
That was 8 years ago?
Yeah. It's 2024. Yeah.
9 years ago.
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
We're old. We stopped going to church. We stopped going to church 8 years ago.
Period.
And I've been better ever since.
We literally have been better ever since. But like, so like you went as a kid, like when did you start noticing weird stuff? Like what age? Because I would go on and off. Like I said, my parents didn't go. I would go with like friends of my parents, and they would take me to Royal Regiments, which is what they call like for like kids. And I was just going for the hot boys. But when did you start noticing that?
That was a Friday, which you want to know some crazy shit.
What?
I don't think I've told you this. Royal Regiments, that was like every Friday kids would go to like a little youth service while the parents went to their like
Friday night main service.
Yeah, which I've always thought that Friday night services were crazy.
They were the tours have been like the most wild ones.
Well, I mean, not just like that. Like I just thought like, because I was, Friday night football games in high school or in middle school or whatever.
Taking your life away. No fun.
I mean, and like that, I feel like to a religious person that would sound very like worldly to say that, but
oh my god, guess what? I don't give a fuck. It's like what?
I mean, it's it's just I want to consider everybody, but
I don't.
The yin and the yang.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
I feel like you definitely started noticing stuff like maybe a little bit before like puberty.
Well, I mean, I did. I mean, puberty, what, like 13 years old? Like, yeah, I would notice things, but I was very like, I guess, to a religious person, I would be very worldly. And
What was the thing you were to say though? Like
worldly.
On Friday they would do what? You don't know if you told me this.
Oh, the Royal Regiments.
Yeah.
That they would go to. We would go to. My husband.
Mm-hmm.
We there's probably times that we would have ran into each other. We've known each other for 10 years. Like we've been best friends for 10 years.
On and off or whatever.
No, best friends for 10 years. Yeah. And in the past, this was like when we were kids going to like there's certain age groups that you have with these certain types of youth services, because there's like, you have the nursery, and then you have Royal Regiments, and then you have Sunday school. And then, you know what I mean? Like it's all different. And then you have youth convention, and then you have the big convention. So it's all like separated by age.
Yeah.
Which like I think is fair, because everybody learns differently at different ages.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. But I remember, we would have ran into each other because he used to go with, you wouldn't remember who it is, but this guy that we both knew that we grew up with there. No, you don't.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
You wouldn't know him. You wouldn't know him. If I would show you a picture, you'd be like,
okay.
No way.
Yeah.
And he ended up going with him to Royal Regiments when they were kids. And I was forced to go every single service. So like we had to have like, ran in, but that's when we were like little ugly children.
Yes. He didn't notice because you were chubby, and then
he was probably also chubby or something. Like, we were.
No, but like this church is also like directly beside one of the largest like high schools like in this area. Like it's like it's like the high school's like football field and like the bleachers, and then right over that like tall ass fence to cover up the screams.
No,
is the fucking church grounds.
I was gonna say you could hear football games going on when there's like, and there would be times that we would like hear that from inside, and they'd be like, "We need to get the demons away. Everybody, get loud, get loud." Can you plug up my vape, please?
And it's like so.
It's right there, that little black thing.
Oh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, but like I just like. Again, I would go on and off for I guess like 15 years because I would go to pro regiments like here and there.
Yeah. It would
enough.
be times.
It would be enough.
It would be when you would get stuck with us getting babysat.
Or no, but I would go with I call him hermano Filius, but it's like he's not my actual like blood grandfather, but he was very close to our family and like was like a grandfather. He's the one that would take me even whenever you guys were there or not going. And then I started going with you guys once we started going to the conventions. Again, I only went for the cute boys because I wanted to turn those boys out in the playground.
I was gonna say they tried so hard to keep you from being gay because everybody knew. We all knew.
Everybody
knew. But they were like, "Let's take him to church. Take him to church."
Yeah. Oh my God, he wants to go on his own accord. Let him go. And I said, "Bitch, if only you knew why I'm going."
If only you knew. And I didn't even know until recently that that's the reason why you went.
Why else would I be going? What interest would I have in that? I never swallowed the Kool-Aid. Did I? Be honest.
No, you did not.
I never swallowed that goddamn Kool-Aid. Because as soon as I hit like before puberty, like I started like, so my mom always made this joke where she was like, "Oh, all those dumb people giving tithes and they're just supporting this fucking rich old white woman." Because the leader, you think that she's just like living, no, she's living lavishly. A 13 point something million dollar estate. Imagine? In this area of an estate, like an over 100 years old like estate is what she was living in. If she fucking had any ailments, this bitch would not go to any fucking doctor around this area. She would fly to Mexico because she thought the doctors here were trying to kill her. That's why.
I didn't know that's why she went.
Crazy ass shit. She would go all the way to Mexico because like only he would fucking deal with her fucking crazy ass. But remember the first time we tried to film this episode and I made some joke of like, "Do you think she had sex toys?" And I kid you not, we caught it on the camera. Maybe if I can find the clip, I'll put it in here. Something in like your house went, and you said,
in the exact moment, as if she was like trying to keep you.
And then my mic went out. My mic went out too.
Yep, they wanted to keep quiet. It was like, nope.
She said, "The fuck, you will be speaking of me on behalf of my name." Well,
now I do also want to make it clear that I don't really have a strong opinion on her exactly. I really don't, because there's things that I've heard about her, and I had a completely different perception of her growing up to what I have now, because I've been told certain things about her that I didn't know, and certain things that she was trying to change in the church, and it was her little like government that wouldn't let her.
We'll get to that in a second. The other main thing I wanted to get on. Okay. Before we started going to the conventions, so the Royal Regiment stuff happened, the weird beliefs with the no shaving. How was it once we were like post-puberty going to the conventions? How was that? That's when you start to notice the stuff of separation.
You know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I do remember the first time that I noticed, this is fucked up. Yeah. It was when I was probably like 9 or 10, maybe 12, probably 11. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe one 3. Of those. Maybe one of those. Okay, like around that time frame, right? And I was I wanted to be kind of like one of those little like helpers at the youth service. Yeah. But there's like the youth service and then the youth service, right? And then there's the nursery and the babies and stuff. Yeah. So for the youth service, so like we got elementary.
Trailblazers. That's what it was. Trailblazers, yeah. It's for like ages of like 12 and under, but like not whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so I must have been like right at 12 then.
Yeah, like middle school and under. That's what that age is.
Yeah, so I had to have been right at 12, and I was eligible for being one of the helpers finally, because I was technically too old to be a part of it, because I had already gone in my last year, the year prior, and they let me do it, and I was with these little kids. I was put with probably like I want to say like second graders. Okay, they were kids. Okay, and we went up to. Do you remember the gym? Yes. And you remember that like sanctuary they had at the top of the gym?
Yes.
Okay.
With the fucking paintings?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
The fucking stairway up there, it's like heaven.
Stairway to heaven.
And then it turns into heaven.
Stairway to heaven.
Stairway, literally. But it's
It's
But
literally like Led Zeppelin. It's
the fucking weird ass paintings up there. Yeah.
So we were going up there to take them to like a worship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which we started calling at that time. It was recently introduced, to my knowledge, harp warriors.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Let me explain harp warriors real quick. This was like a where you, for lack of better terms, it was a way where you would grab the youth and you would put them all together because, you know, more is better than one, right? Because you have more energy that way. You can fight off more demons that way and things like that. Diamonds.
Yeah.
Diamonds. And then so we would get together, and then essentially we would put on this like very heavy bass and like kind of creepy music. Like, it sounds weird, but it's because it was
creepy.
It was creepy and it was weird, and I don't care what anybody has to say about it. It is not for everybody. And it was definitely not for me.
Yeah.
It is only for the very, very small percentage of people that want to, I guess, commit to something.
That fucking swallow the pill. They drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, they drank the Kool-Aid. And the lights are also dim or off, and they've just like turned on these red lights. Okay, that was kind of like the whole theme of it. Like, it's dark, it's red,
and the fucking
it's heavy.
The pastor's always like, yeah, wow, yeah, wow, yeah, like they're
and
fighting
like,
demons. And then everybody's moshing. Oh, but they split the
moshing.
They're literally moshing.
Crazy.
They're literally moshing.
Crazy.
They're moshing.
They're moshing. You know,
but boys over here and girls over there.
You can't mosh together.
No.
That's crazy.
No.
Okay, yeah.
I would be on the whatever, like if you're looking at the stage on the right side of the stage, and I look over to the girls and it's just like waves of long hair.
Yeah, well, okay. So because we weren't allowed to cut our hair, everybody had basically hair to either their ankles to the floor,
or their
like,
asshole, like at least their asshole. That was the average.
At least the ass crack, like the fucking tip of it, right?
Yeah.
You were frowned upon if you had anything shorter,
Literally.
right? Sometimes people couldn't grow any farther than like the hip.
And they'd be like, oh, why don't you want to love the Lord? Is it because you have cancer? Oh, you little cancer poopy bitch. Oh yeah, you don't have long hair.
Oh.
Like, but that's low key. Some people would be judgmental about that and not know shit about your background and just immediately be like, oh, so you just don't want to follow separation.
You thought high school was bad? Oh, this church was so much worse. And there's a whole reason why all churches split.
All of them are Karens and they act like fucking 16-year-old girls.
Oh, it was ridiculous. Are we here to worship God, or are we here to worship each other?
Or her, the fucking leader bitch. They'd be like, well, I do this, so I'm basically very close to the leader. One time she looked at me for 10 seconds, so like basically like I'm friends with her.
The way they treated her was very, and she would always, in her defense, okay, R.I.P. In her defense, she would always tell everybody, do not idolize me. Do not idolize me. But then she would be okay with selling pictures of herself.
Oh, no, this bitch.
That's
a bookstore. A bookstore outside of like the main fucking like worship hall. Like you go outside, there's her books, her fucking 25 books that she's written. She's like, you want to be saved from bad thoughts of homosexuality? I have a book on it.
I have a book on it.
I have a book on it.
Give it to your sons.
Oh, and then whenever astrology became like for the astrology girls, like you want to learn about astrology? Got a book on it too.
I got a book on it. All the zodiacs.
The Star Speak. It's literally called that. The Star Speak.
Apparently, that's a really good book.
It is okay because Christianity is based on old pagan beliefs like of astrology. Like everything's based off astrology. So that's like,
I didn't know they believed in astrology, honestly.
Yeah, but like,
I thought that would be of the devil.
You would think. No, but like, well, they pick and choose what's of the devil and what's not.
They
like,
pick and choose.
Like touching kids and everything. Just like, no, that's okay.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. No, but like,
well, if you want to know more.
Oh wait, but what did they do to the kids? Sorry.
Can you pass me my vape, please? Oh yeah. So whenever this is what made me realize when it was really fucked up.
Yeah.
I went up there to be the leader or to kind of like just assist up there, the leader.
And they're doing the little harp warriors.
Yeah, they're doing the little thing. We go up there. As soon as I walk in, all the kids are already like, what the fuck is this? Like, where is my mother? I walk in and I'm like, why do we have... I already knew what was coming. I already knew what this was because I had already gone through it.
So you just saw little fucking 6-year-old bodies moshing?
Yeah, no. It was really bad. Try to get a fucking 6-year-old to do something that you want them to do. They're not going to do it.
No.
They were idiots for even trying.
They're okay, yeah.
Like, I just thought it was silly. And then you don't want to listen? You are of the devil. It's a demon. No, it's not. I'm a 6-year-old with ADHD. Like,
literally.
just leave me alone.
Oh my God.
But I ended up going up there, and then there was the pastor, or a pastor, or whatever, somebody up there. That
a deacon?
A deacon.
If anyone ever finds this and you're a deacon, let me just go ahead and tell you, you're fucking nothing. You have no fucking, you have no rule over me here.
Oh,
no rule over me.
A lot of the deacons acted like they had a fucking star on the Hollywood fucking, like,
literally. And they would be the ones that fucking pass around the little Tide fucking bucket. And if you didn't
give me your money,
if you didn't fucking give your fucking 10%, they'd be like,
the dirtiest looks.
And then you say no, they're just like,
oh, you don't want to give money? I'm like, I'm 9.
Yeah.
I don't make money yet. What is that? You want me to steal from my parent? No, then there would be times to get the money from your parents.
That's
get
crazy.
The money from your parents.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, no, but anyway, so yes, we were up there and they started the music, and it's so loud, mind you. It is so loud and heavy. You can feel the bass in your chest. Like, you are literally at like louder than life.
It is, yeah. It's literally, they're moshing.
And so these kids, and they instantly start doing the and the kids and they start crying. And like, I was assigned like this little kid that was like just kind of like grabbed onto me. He was like a little Mexican kid. He was so cute.
Aww.
And then he instantly started crying, and I told him, I was like, hey, you don't have to do this. Like, you don't have to, if you don't want to do this, you do not have to do this. Okay. It's okay. And a deacon saw me doing that and heard me say that to him, and she came up to me, yanked him out of my hands, and literally like to the point where he was like, my shoulder, and then and
my leg.
No, and she was literally like, if you don't do this, then the devil's gonna get you. You don't do this, the devil's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Like, it was so, and that's, in that very moment is when I realized this is really fucked up.
Yeah, because then you connected that they would say that shit to you when you were that age.
Yeah, but I was just like, oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
I'm just very, I think that's the, not to be that bitch, but that's the Libra in me. That I'm more Scorpio, but I'm on the cusp, and the Libra in me is more of like I will believe. I will believe what you tell me. Yeah.
I just like
blindly believe and trust.
I did Roy regiments, and then I didn't go for like whenever your parents got divorced. Like, after that, I didn't go from like
divorced
2007 to like all the way till 2013.
Yeah.
So it's called like whatever 6 years I didn't
2007. What a year.
Yeah. Fucking, what were the hits of 2007? Oh, what's that fucking song? Oh, you don't mean nothing at all to me.
What's another one?
Fucking Nelly Furtado.
What's another one?
Fucking hits from 2007. Oh my God. Glamorous. Oh, foxy.
Oh my God.
Foxy.
Glamorous. Okay,
Yeah.
what else?
Okay,
What else? Wait,
okay,
no.
yeah, we're copyrighted. Wait, one more song from 2007.
Yeah, one more. Give me one more.
Fucking. There's another one, 2007. Girl can't help it. A girl can't.
What about Goodbye? Da 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 da.
Hey, goodbye.
Was that 2000? What year was that?
Look, I don't know.
Hey Siri.
I don't know.
What year was the song Goodbye? I forgot who it was by.
Yeah, see, you're not gonna get. It doesn't matter. No,
Whatever, I'll
just all I thought it was for. Oh,
if you know, let me know.
I know
in the
one
comments.
more. Fucking the. If I could escape, no, my own world, woo.
Oh,
woo.
that's 2007.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bangers when your parents are getting divorced. You had a lot to, distract yourself off of.
I did. That's when my dad gave me his Bose speaker.
Oh my
his Bose
God.
Say,
Yeah,
the big white one where you could put CDs in. Y'all don't know about that.
Y'all don't know about that.
Y'all don't know about that.
No, but oh my God. And to be fair, to bring back to the church, so there's this one weird belief, and then I'll get into like why, like one of like our last points or whatever the fuck. But like your parents, not just your parents, whenever you want to decide to do something, you go to the church, and it's called place it on the. That's what it's called, on the not the altar. Place it on the.
It's I know what you're talking about. Place it on the altar.
We'll just call it altar for right now. They have a certain like name for it. Like, place that idea on the altar and then go to your prayer closet. So people were told in your homes to have a prayer closet or a section where it was like where you could go in there and like do all that shit. And then you would intercede, and that's what it's called, like when you're shaking and doing when you got the.
It's like when you got the Holy Ghost, like the Holy Spirit.
Tourette's.
The Holy Tourette's is crazy. That's
so
crazy.
no, Holy Parkinson. Sorry.
No, that's even crazier.
Holy Parkinson's.
I don't know him. I don't associate myself with him.
But
they're no, but it is when you essentially get the Holy Spirit in you, and you just get so overwhelmed that your body starts like purging different like. Blah, blah, blah,
yeah, you just start purging all your demons. No, but like
basically,
place it on the altar, I think is what we're gonna call it for right now. But they had a
Yow!
certain name for it. Yeah, ow. Fuck it. No, it's a trigger because when we talk about it, we talk about all these beliefs. Like the fucking leader would be preaching, she'd be like, yes, and then the Lord said, ow! You just hear fucking some random bitch yell in the fucking 2,000 in the sea of 2,000 people.
Oh yeah, it's because it was
Huge.
an international church. It was ridiculously.
This is the headquarters
huge.
too. They have many churches,
many all around the world. But yeah, no, it was ridiculously huge. You know, I would literally sit there on Sundays,
sleeping, act it out. We would be sleeping.
We'd be like. We'd put our we'd bring scarves with us because it'd usually be cold, and we would literally put we'll insert a picture.
It's 2016, the fucking infinity scarves. That.
Oh yeah,
we would use that.
Shit was slave.
We would put our scarves on, and we'd be just like.
No, and I'll insert the picture. It's both of us would put it over our face so you wouldn't see
like
that we'd
this,
be sleeping because you fucking mouth gape over there. You're constantly sleeping with your mouth open.
I know, but like we would just be sleeping. Like,
yeah. Ow! And we would wake up like what?
Because it's always some bitch over here behind you, closer to the stage. Ow!
It's shocking. It's literally shocking.
A shock to the system.
I would sit there and I would count the lights. Like I would be bored on a Sunday and I'd just be like, okay, let me just count all the lights in here. There's like well over 100.
Literally.
And no, but it was a lot of the times there would be people in this church that wanted attention. And this is not me just talking out of my own ass. Okay. I fucking grew up in this shit. I know.
Same.
A lot of these bitches would fucking do it for attention. Mm-hmm. They would be like, oh, I want her to see. Cause I remember there'd be times where she'd be in the middle of preaching, right? And she'd be like, and then the Lord said, and then the Lord said that he would come in and then she'd be, give him mic, get him mic.
Oh my God. Yes. They'd be like, and it was like, oh my God, remember at a convention, like someone did that and they said, and the end times are coming, but specifically to this church. And I'll get into it why that shit made sense. Because everybody was like, oh.
Oh,
he
knew
said
something.
some shit like that. And we were just like, oh.
He knew something.
He low-key, he ate.
He knew something.
That random man. And then they'd be like, and then the Lord, and the end times of this church.
Oh, they would run, and I'm telling you that they would make laps around this fucker, like laps.
And this building's
place is huge. Like they were track stars, not like high-fiving people as they're walking by.
No, if it was quiet, you would just hear.
In the fucking of the fucking flat, office shoes.
Literally, and then it's just like, and then random bitches just. Ah! Girl, shut the fuck up.
Oh, and people would start clapping as they're running too, like cheering them on. Like, can you imagine what that does to the ego?
Yeah.
I'd be like, if that was me up there, I'd be like, oh, you want to sit down. And
sometimes if you were being too loud, the deacons would take you to the
not being too loud. No, if you were being...
They would take you outside to some section.
To the hallway.
If you were still interceding.
Yeah, if you were still... Because if you did it for too long, because they would give you like tops maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and then
be like, all right, the religious Parkinson's too much. Get them out.
All right, yeah, your 15 minutes of fame is up now. We're going to take you to... You're out. We're going to take you to the hallway. And then they finish in the hallway. And you can... It's so stupid because they don't take them... where you can like stop hearing them. They still take them right there.
It's right outside the fucking doors.
So you can still hear like instead of it going ow, ow, it's like ow, ow, and it's like we can still hear
and it's
you.
like I'm trying to nap. No, but the main point. Sorry, I was gonna make the point. Your parents before they got married. I'm stimming. Your parents.
We're not including that.
We are including that. Your parents before they got married asked the fucking their family pastor, because it's the main pastor and then it's like a fucking
every family
board
has,
and then it's like another like 16 pastors and each one of them are assigned like 10 families, something like that.
Weird.
So they went to their family pastor and like, we want to get married, and they're just like, you've known each other for 3 weeks. No. And
so
then
militia, very military.
I know. And they said no. And then your parents said like, okay, we're gonna go take it to the altar. And then they fucking went to the prayer closet, whatever the fuck, I'm assuming. And then they came back and they're like, we're getting married. And they're like, well, we said no. But it's basically like a fucking like it's like our version of the 8 ball. It's like ask later.
Ask again later.
No.
Nope.
Yes.
Try
maybe.
again later. Yeah.
No, literally,
maybe.
But like
maybe.
So, anyways, that was the whole point. Whenever your parents got divorced, 2007, from that to 2013 is when I stopped going, and then I came we I don't know, like we didn't.
You came to the 2016.
We didn't hang out. I went from 2013 through 2016.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We didn't hang out in those years before 2013, and then we reconnected because your mom started taking care of my little brother. But that's how we started going to the conventions.
Oh, that's right.
That's how we started going to the conventions.
Did our parents stop talking because somebody said you were gay?
Your mom didn't want...
Your mom?
Your mom? Oh, it's because of your... I'm kidding. Not again. It's
Stop.
literally not funny.
No,
it's
stop.
literally not funny.
It's not funny.
To you.
To you.
No, but like your mom during the divorce said she didn't want you two, like you and your sister, to be hanging out with...
Faggots?
With
Who? What?
Your stepsister. She didn't want you to hang out
okay,
with your stepsister.
I was gonna say I could just bleep it because
Yeah,
I'm not good at reading lips.
I'm not dealing with that this time. I'm not bleeping out a bunch of names. So then your dad turned around and said, okay, well, if they can't see them, then I don't want them seeing their cousin. So then that was it.
Wait, what?
But it was because I was a fucking faggot.
Yeah.
And then the other one was because of whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Because she's
yeah.
the seed of evil to your mom's eyes.
I'm not a fucking fuck the LGBTQ plus.
But yeah, but that's
HYT. No, I'm a part. I'm not an ally. I'm a part. Okay.
Yeah,
like,
so she
just
can say faggot.
Don't ask your questions.
But that
Just fucking mind your
stepsister
business.
went to the convention with us. The one who went to rehab. Rest in peace. She's out. She's good.
No comment.
She's out. She's literally good.
We're taking that out. No, we're taking that out. Okay, so my dad didn't. Okay, so because my mom was like, you can't see. What would she call them? She would call them the fruit of evil.
The fruit of evil, because
Yeah.
they were the children of the woman who your dad cheated on your mom with. That's why.
That's a whole nother can of worms.
And now next episode. No, but like, anyways, I went to convention with. We were connected in 2013, and this person, your stepsister, also came to the picture, and we all started going to youth convention. And that's when
Le Putas happened.
That's when
Le
Putas
Putas
happened.
formed.
It was me.
What year was that?
2013. Me, you, stepsister, and then your biological sister, my
Yeah.
biological cousin.
Yeah.
But that's
was the
whenever
four
Le
of us.
Putas formed. Yeah.
That's what this tattoo is.
I didn't get it because I'm a pussy.
It's a shit tattoo. It's a great design. It's just a shit tattoo.
It's all our astrology signs.
Yeah. Anyways, people used to be like, "Is that hieroglyphics?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, it is."
No, but
or they're like, "Is that little spermies?" And I'm like, "No, it's Leos." But go off.
Remember your weird belief that your mom had, again, from some bitch from the church of our friendship, me, you, or your stepsister, what they said that we did.
They said they would have like what are they called, premonitions, visions,
sure.
whatever. I don't even know what they're called. Apparently somebody had a vision or a premonition that we all four got together and slit our hands.
Yeah.
And like made a blood pact. We all just like basically like slit our fucking hands and then like shook hands or something.
And made a blood pact to not tell each other's like secrets, because like me a faggot, you faggot, and just like doing other stuff, and all of us were just like fucking around.
You know, actually, that now that I think about that, there was a little bit merit to that. Obviously, we were so baffled. We were like, "Mom, where?"
It's like first
Show
of
me
all,
the scar.
I was a cutter for other reasons.
I was like, "You're looking in the wrong place." My hand. Come on,
my hand.
I need those.
Look at my inner thigh.
Look at my inner thigh. It's crazy.
If you know, you know.
How about look under my fucking like duct tape bracelets? How about that, Mom? Why do you think I have like 12 of them on?
Literally.
Because it goes all the way up.
They're slessing your shit up.
If you guys have any mental health issues, we will link the suicide hotline down below.
It depends on how lazy I am when I edit this and upload it to YouTube.
That's crazy. Okay, if you guys can't do dark humor, you can't be here by.
Yeah, you can't be here by.
No, yeah. So we just thought that was crazy that she thought that, but if you think about it, it makes sense. They were right about us being like not necessarily a pack, but we were a pack.
Yeah.
We were a pack.
Yeah.
And we did keep each other's secrets of all of us being gay.
Yeah.
Because we were all like collectively gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
We were all gay.
We were all collectively gay, and we were all like, this is between us. So like she had some merit to it,
Yeah.
but like the blood was a little far.
Yeah, that was a lot. Like, no, our parents took it because we're fucking Mexican. So you know how Hispanic like parents are like, el demonio, el demonio,
El demonio.
el demonio.
No, pero el demonio.
El demonio.
Ay, ¿quién lo hizo? ¿El diablo?
Yeah.
No.
Ustedes con ay tu generación me perdida. I know. I'm just like, no, but what was it? Oh, anyways, convention. We started doing the whole conventions thing. I'm gonna ask your opinion first because I have my version. I've said it on the previous episodes. Why do you think the church split in 2015? Why was that? Why was there a big exodus?
I thought it was just because when did she die?
2018.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Her final 2 years.
Okay, so this church split and then she died after.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was already like pretty much checked out. Oh, I did remember going to church with my dad because my dad ended up going to the new church and my mom stayed at the old one, which is kind of like, well, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Think about like the kid in that scenario. Like, what am I?
Not the double divorce.
Not the double divorce. Yeah, no. Not only that, it's like the two different churches are going to have two different beliefs, technically.
Yeah. Well, one's going to be against the other. So, like, the main church that we went to split in 2015 because some very bad news came out.
I actually had no idea about this. I had no idea until recently, like last year.
Yeah. Well, so do you not remember clearly like why it split up?
No, it was all very hazy because I was also dealing with the divorce.
Oh, no, not divorce. No, it's 2015. No,
I was still dealing with it.
Yeah, okay, fine. Sorry.
Okay, so why was it that they split?
I don't know. So, okay.
Okay, so anyways.
No, so like the reason it's split is because so remember how we talked about how the guy stood up and was like, and then the end of times is also coming to this church, and everyone was like, oh. Well,
people started getting skeptical?
Lo and behold, the next year, news broke that, so this is 2015, that in 1992, these two kids, brother and sister, or siblings, were essayed as children by their family pastor. And that family pastor, literally, again, I'm also a drag queen. I'm the groomer. I hate children. I don't like being around children.
I love children.
Those bitches, the fucking pastors, it's always them. It's always the groomers. It's always fucking them. And everybody we speak to, we talk about how our church, there was child essay. They're just like, oh, makes sense. Yeah, in my church too. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's common.
Unfortunately.
I mean, what is it? The whole priest and the little boy thing? Like, what is that? Catholicism? I don't know.
That's Catholicism.
Catholicism?
Yeah.
Catholicism? Yeah.
Catholicism?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cats?
Yeah. Cats? Cataracts?
No.
I can't see. No, but
Happy birthday, Kuya!
Happy birthday, Kuya!
I can't swim.
Okay,
go on.
No, but like, so the church found out about that. So sorry, the family pastor that essayed those kids never faced any
of his demons.
Yeah, his demons in real world like consequences. So what happened is essentially, and this is alleged. All the story is alleged. Allegedly, the pastor was sent away to another church, like removed from like the main one that we went to, removed from that church, because if news comes out of this, he will be diverted from his God-given path. So we gonna give you this $25,000. You know, for I know you're in struggling times.
Oh,
I know you're struggling times. Ow!
Oh,
Here's $20,000. You know, $20,000 will fix any kind of touching of minors. You know,
I mean, at the time, $20,000 was the equivalent to like.
It was still a lot. It's still a lot today. So that family was paid under the table to basically shut the fuck up. And then the kids got older, and then they said, no, actually, I was raped.
Yeah, because when you're a kid, it's like that, and that means that the parents of those kids are the ones that accepted that.
And
money.
they had been out of the church for at least 8 years at that point.
That is so dirty. Sad.
Dirty. And this is the leader, like, isn't, whenever you say, like, I just don't know how to think about her, then I hear about stuff like this, like, no, she knew that I was aware this stuff was going on, and then, like, she has a hint because she's on the board of trustees and everything for
That's
these
fair.
non-taxed organizations.
Yes, which is crazy.
Crazy.
I will never, ever understand that. I don't care what it is. And the fact that the only thing that it can get, like, that can get away with not being taxed is religion is crazy. Because that's man-made. Get the fuck out of here.
And then
you know what else is man-made? Taxes.
Oh, yeah, literally. But it's always like the fucking churches that like cry about everything. It's like, you're not taxed. Shut the fuck up. Literally shut up. There was like the fucking youth. They just don't want to come to church anymore. It's like, oh, maybe because I don't want to get fucking raped.
Oh, yeah, no. Or I don't want to get fucking judged. How about that?
How about that?
There are so many things that happened to me in that church and I was such a fucking cunt. Whenever I came to the age where I was finally able to understand, like, this is fucked up and this is stupid, but I'm being forced to be here. Like, oh, okay, you want me to go? I'll go, but I'll go in the sluttiest fucking thing that I can find, with the longest painted nails that I could do, with the curliest or straightest hair, because whichever one was in, or scrunched. Yeah, scrunching was the thing. Yeah, I was scrunching my hair and then straightening my bangs.
Not 2016.
Okay, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
And
2016 makeup. Going to church in 2016 makeup, bitches would fucking
Heavy.
Well, either the ones that are now out of the church loved it, but the ones that are still in were very like.
Oh, I was shunned. I was shunned because they're like, you're wearing makeup. You're not gonna like cry because you're wearing makeup. No, you should cry. You should cry for the Lord. You shouldn't be wearing makeup for the Lord. No, you shouldn't be wearing makeup for anybody. That is not of the Lord.
They would have like mental gymnastic convulsions.
Oh, it was, and
Looking at you.
I ate that shit up. I'd be like, oh, it's not. Oh, it's not. Oh.
No, like her coming in like serving cunt and then like me serving faggot. So they would just look at us and be like,
Literally, like
and then our
demons.
fucking stepsister looking like a dyke. Sorry. Just serving like dyke in terms of energy. And
At
then
the time, my biological sister was also dressing. I wouldn't say dykey, but she was just very casual.
she was
Like,
she was very like
she wasn't girly.
She was very about like the swag era, like
Yeah.
Thanks Zendaya swag era.
Yeah.
So like a fucking like church like fucking like those little like really thin like linen almost like workout skirts, but then like fucking like
a maxi skirt
a maxi skirt, but then those like fucking like
with the dump truck. Okay, because she's a Latina, so like
what kind of shoes would she wear? Like the DC shoes
the
or something?
DCs, yeah.
Yeah, she would wear shit like that.
And like she would wear a snapback, but she'd take it off right before we went inside, like stuff
It
like
was
that.
so funny.
And like, yeah, we looked like the gays, the theys, and the thems.
Yeah, we
let
walked
me
in
tell
looking
you.
hodgepodge as fuck.
Yeah.
No, but like,
And that was a red flag for everybody. We were literally like a talking point all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody knew, and our parents were embarrassed because they were like, we're associated with you.
yeah, I know, literally. No, but they would judge your mom because she got divorced, and then they would judge your mom because of you guys.
And then they would judge my dad for
Divorce for, I mean, everybody. So everything got around that church, everything. And if you were part of the Hispanic community within that church, mama, you know how fucking we're chismosos.
Oh, we had little radios that we would like talk through because they would translate in your ear.
Yeah.
So like all the Latinos would have their little fucking radios, and sometimes I'd be listening from. I'd always have to set my mom's up for her every single time.
my
She'd be
God.
like, a ver mi radio, por favor, ayúdame.
My radio, please. No, there's nothing that pisses me off more is whenever like it's like Hispanics that I see that will like practice like a super white like strict Christian religion.
And the craziest thing is that both my mom and my dad moved to this area for this specific church. Like that, my dad is from New Zealand and my mom is from Mexico.
How about you shut the fuck up?
I hate that she listens but whenever I actually call her, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's-
but okay, yeah,
That's blocked. That's
you were
getting
so
blocked
close.
out.
You were so close.
I was so close.
So close. But yeah, so crazy. Anyways, they came to this area for this church specifically. Tell me that you left a country to come to this. I mean, it's just crazy to me. It will always be crazy to me. But yeah, that's how they met. But I mean, if they wouldn't have done it, I'd never be here.
Yeah, but it's like I just like remember going to the convention and like I was wearing like the typical skinny jeans, but then like the leather like jacket with the fucking infinity scarf. Like I looked faggy.
Yeah, the fact that even a man with a scarf was like, God forbid.
God, they would just be like, I remember there was this one kid I got close and they'd be like, "Are you gay?" And I'd be like, "Why are you asking?" And this kid was also gay.
Oh, he was trying to find an ally.
Yeah, and then he's being a little snake. Whatever, it's fine. We're fine. He's cool. His sister's cool. It's fine. It's just I'm just speaking on behalf of my thoughts back in the day. Are you gay? I'm just asking for the infinity scarf. And I said, why would you ever ask me that? No, it's a sin. Are you gay? Why are you asking? Remember, I showed
In
you
your
the text
high-pitched
message?
voice.
No, I texted him on Snapchat. Remember, I showed you the messages, and I showed you what I messaged. I messaged back something really cunty and like condescending. You said, you sent that? And I said, mm-hmm. I said, I said,
you never give a fuck.
no,
You've never
I said,
given a
these
fuck.
bitches are not going to catch me lagging. You're not getting the doll.
It's so funny that even throughout high school, like you never had a coming out.
No.
You never had a coming of age. No.
No, because I never had a coming of age. Like in high school, like I never came out. I was just like started openly talking about boys, and then people were like, "Oh, makes sense."
That's how I did it. I wasn't like, hey, today is a Tuesday and I'm going to tell everybody that I'm gay. No, I just like one day started just like people would ask me like, do you have a boyfriend? And I'd be like, no, I don't. And they're like, do you have a girlfriend? I'm like, yeah. Why would I lie to you?
Yeah.
It's just like whatever. I'm not trying to hide it, but I'm not also going to make it my entire personality.
Literally no.
But then I did hide it for 3 years until, because my parents were religious and I wasn't allowed to be gay.
But that's how it all ties into like we were in a cult and now we're fucking faggots.
I think everybody that goes to church or that grows up in a church ends up a little.
Yeah. But just to end this on a kind of a cliffhanger, I want to have our friends who are the granddaughters of the leader of the church on here to ask them their opinions.
Kind of like, see what their perspective was, because they grew up like to a T.
Imagine in the church the whole time. We became friends with them at this convention. Imagine you being like direct like descendant of like the leader of the church, and people idolize them, and they see you. They told me a story once where like they were at like the fucking youth convention or one of like the fucking like Friday night like War Regiments bullshit, and they looked at our friend and said, "We think you should lead the service tonight." And she said, "Excuse me." And our friend is so shy too, which is like
hilarious to even think about.
She didn't even answer. They just said, "Okay, come up to the stage." Her sister and then her like stepbrother. They brought him onto the stage, and everybody was around them, be like, and they're just like.
I'm just trying to go home and play Minecraft.
Oh my god. They're
Crazy.
just like, I just want to go back home and watch Naruto. Like, I don't.
Naruto? That's crazy. It would be very interesting to have them on the pod.
It would be. Anyways, any final thoughts after the first episode and after what we talked about?
Final thoughts. It was just overall crazy. It did shape me to who I am today. Actually, I was very, very rebellious, and I think if it wasn't for the church, I wouldn't have rebelled as much as I did. But thanks to the church, I did, and I had a lot of fun doing it.
Here's my final thoughts. Growing up in a cult can make you cunt. See you next time.
That was good.